Well, lots of breaking news happening all over the place as NFL free agency frenzy is in full effect. And in Dallas Cowboys fashion, they're in headlines yet again with the same player in about a 15-minute time span, as they thought that they had a 5-year, $70 million deal inked to bring Randy Gregory back, with the band all back together, all except for Jaron Kearse, who I'm hoping to see news on very soon. We hear that Randy Gregory has switched it up and officially inked the same deal, or with the same contract structure, to go to Denver. So initially, my mind is thinking, all right, so what's going on here? Why is Randy pulling some strings and switching it up after all the Cowboys did for you? Going to battle and hanging with you through thick and thin with all of your off the field stuff, with the NFL's drug policy. Well, why would you do this like that? That's initially what I thought. And then come to find out, paying attention to Bobby Belt on Twitter, who is all over this case right now. And he's basically reporting that the Cowboys tried to switch up the language of the deal at the very last minute. And so Randy and his camp backed out due to a lack of transparency and honesty, which is totally fair. If what Bobby is saying is true, and I'll take his word up there with anybody, then that makes a lot of sense. And so to that, salute to Randy Gregory for making the best decision for himself. I wish him well, and I hope that he balls out, as I expect that he will, health permitting. So now what's left? So actually, the contract or the terms of the deal, 5 for $70 in Dallas, and then now in Denver, is the same, except for Randy. It appears to be getting $10 million more guaranteed. He was going to be getting $27 or $28 million to stay in Dallas, and now he's getting $38 million to go to Denver. So more guaranteed money for him. Good. It's better long term. A guy that's entering his age 30 season. It's time to go capitalize and make the most of your open market value while you still can. Right. So for the Cowboys, though, again, business is business. Sometimes it comes back to bite you. The Cowboys try to maybe pull a fast one, and they got bit for it. So we like comp picks too, though, around here. So maybe a 4th round comp pick as the official terms of the Randy Gregory deal come to light. We'll see what could potentially be on the horizon there. Same thing is true for Connor Williams and for Cedric Wilson, both probably day 3 comp picks at the very most. And it's crazy. I actually tweeted this myself. The irony in the Connor Williams deal, letting him walk, or just the crazy perspective part, is that he's going to be ultimately netting us the same return as far as draft compensation is concerned as Amari Cooper, which is just a wild concept to imagine. So where do the Cowboys go from here now? First, my mind is racing, as I'm sure many of you can say the same thing. I'm thinking, okay, so is this a situation where we make Micah Parsons more of a pass rusher? He played 43% of his snaps as a pass rusher last year. So do we up that number, make him more of a full pass rush guy, opposite of DeMarcus Lawrence, and bring Bobby Wagner into the fold and have him kind of fill that linebacker void that we have alongside Jabril Cox? Or is it time to go and bring Von Miller home? The DeSoto, Texas native is a free agent, just won a Super Bowl in Los Angeles. So maybe it's time to go and get an all-pro caliber guy and make him DeMarcus Lawrence's counterpart. We'll see what happens. The Cowboys, obviously, this is speculation, because knowing what I know and what most of you know, the Cowboys are not historically big free agent spenders, especially not with some of the first wave, the bigger name type guys. So Tyrann Mathieu is still out there. Chandler Jones is still out there. And even Jadeveon Clowney, who's more of a run stopper, as contrary to popular belief, what the media or the public likes to pin him as this top elite pass rusher, just because he was the former number 1 overall pick, which he never really ultimately panned out to those expectations, but would still be a nice fit as a run defender. You can never have too much of that in today's NFL either, despite it being a pass-heavy league. So we shall see, man. Let me know what you guys think, what you want or expect to happen. Will the Cowboys, with their feelings hurt, maybe go for it a little bit here? I wouldn't be too optimistic about that, but some of the initial things that make sense to me as far as putting their defense back together and running it back after the addition of, or the re-signing of guys like Malik Hooker and DeMarcus Lawrence Jaron Curse, as I mentioned earlier, still pending, but we'll see. We'll see what the Cowboys do. But those are the names that make sense to me. As crazy as this news just was, I think for Randy Gregory, it does make a lot of sense for his camp. So wish him well and wish the Cowboys the best moving forward with the rest of their negotiations too. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned for more.